It's your boy Spade, and right now I got a Gangster Service Announcement, and we on real nigga time. Ew! Zombie life.
Knock. What up, cousins and Cuzzettes? I'm your favorite cousin from my auntie and uncle you ain't even know you had. I'm 34 and a half. This is my show. This is our show. The Gangster Service Announcement, GSA, live, where we do live premium recaps with the artist. Blessed be John. We have another great artist on here with us today who had a URL drop that I was actually able to witness at Red Dot, which was called The Real Sikh versus Spade. And with all that being said, I want to give him a little background to you. I've been watching Spade since he was on UW, Arsenal's league. Coming through, showing who he is. A lot of people, like, he even makes a joke in his round, how people emulate twerk or whatever. This guy, I'm not going to say I haven't seen progression from that moment of seeing him originally on UW, because that would be ignorant of me to say that. But I would definitely say I see a similarity of that person and this person. You can see that he's still being himself. And anybody who does that, I think that's great. With that, all of that being said, I definitely want everybody to give a warm welcome. If you like it, if you can't clap here live, you can like the video to clap. That's how you clap for him right now. Make some noise for the Real Sikh.
Hey, what's good?
What up, Cuzzo? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, bro. Like I said, I'm enjoying the reactions to this battle. It's definitely
this is a battle that happened, I think, like in November.
Yeah, in November.
So I remember we was there together, man. When it was in the building, it was a great battle. I told you that from the jump. I watched it back today earlier. My mind has not changed. I'm not mad about watching some of it back with you right now. But how do you feel now watching it back on the tape? Just give me your response.
The battle was great, bro. I watched it back a couple. I have OCD, I think, so I always watch back my performances, see what I could have done different, and all of that shit. It's like watching the game tapes. You know what I mean? So yeah, I watched it back. Yeah, the battle is crazy, bro. The battle is crazy. The main thing that I like doing when I'm watching my performance back, I like seeing everybody else's reaction. That's like in the camera shot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I got to see like Norbs and Jay Lopez and everybody, True Foe, everybody that was there, and how they were reacting to the shit. You know what I mean? So
it's crazy because I was hearing what you were saying when you was there. Especially in your third, and all throughout the battle, even I was able to fake quote some lines to you.
Yeah.
Watching it back on camera, you're right, seeing that reaction and even seeing really, because you do have a rapid pace flow. And sometimes I guess, even though I think I'm catching everything, it was good to watch it back. Do you feel like that hinders you or helps you?
I think the only time it'll hinder me if I don't put my personality in it, like I kind of did in the second, because I don't smoke. So everybody was smoking in there. Smoke got in my lungs. I wasn't able to project. You know what I'm saying? Like I could, like the first round, if you look at it, I was like barking. You know what I mean? That's how I normally rap. But then, and I was more well-paced in the first round. But the second round, I never want to be like one of those battlers that delivers a line but then runs out of breath, like on the end of the like bar. You know what I'm saying? So I was just wary of that. So what ended up happening, I guess subconsciously, I was like a little more rapid than I wanted to be. You know what I mean? So that's the only time it'll hinder it, because I do write as layered as I can think of. So when you got bars like that, you got to deliver them a certain way. So it hinders me in that. But for the most part, the advantage of it is when you're rapid with the setup and then you deliver the punch like a little more understandably, you know what I'm saying? Like it just builds it up more. You know what I mean? The punch could be crazy, but if the setup is even crazier, like it just, you get more reaction from shit like that. So yeah.
I like it.
And also, not
the round for me, and I think we talked about that, was the third, and I know you're on limited time. So I think if you don't mind, I would like to just watch that round with you so we can see who we feel. You know what I mean? We get these punches together.
Yeah. We're good. Yeah.
That's the most. I feel like the first, after I watched it back to, it was funny because during the interview, I think I gave him the first or you the first. I did it reverse. But watching it back today, I had changed my opinion and I had reversed it. I gave you the first and him the second, and then I gave and I'm not gonna reveal my third yet. So
I definitely think it's up to the third. You know what I mean?
I
It's
think
definitely up to the third. Yeah.
I did lean a little bit more towards the Wade early in watching it, so we're gonna see if I'm, watching it back with you, if I still feel the same.
All right.
Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah.
And I know you're big, but the last thing you want to try and press is bluff. Let me stress this, bro. You ain't nobody I ain't never been faced with. It's the same way you finish. But now I'm about to die tonight. Your chance making people proud. You see his whole demographic. It go through the ranks. It go through the ranks before it's too late. So we got a nigga that's always in the weight room.
All right, we're getting around three, my bad.
You're good. Yeah.
I never planned on getting rich from battle rap. That don't mean that you can't make no figures. See, I always dream of doing what I love for the bucks, and I won't front. Being on this stage got my goals triggered. Oh, so you be lifting. You think making me look skinny?
I mean, you are a big guy. See, that's what you said you watched the show, so you don't be.
Yeah.
How it goes. You're a big guy, man. I seen you in person. I'm real sick. You don't look sick at all. You look pretty healthy. See what I did there? Whatever, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know I'm a comedian too, so you know.
Yeah, I know. I saw that clip you sent me that one time of your stand-up. Yeah.
Being a fan of you, I like to salute you in person, but for me being a fan of your work, you giving me a compliment about mine definitely give me some extra motivation. You know what I mean? When you like somebody else's art and they let you give some respect to yours,
Facts.
Next time to send it back, man, meant the world to me, all right?
Yep.
Real nigga shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you work out?
Yeah, all the time, bro. It's part of working out and eating right is like it's a discipline. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like it just builds that in your character. Like if you meet anybody that stays fit and does all of that shit, they usually have discipline in their life, like in general. You know what I mean? So that's one of the main reasons I do it. And it's a good way to clear your mind, clear your, stress, all of that shit. Like if you meet me, like or how I am right now, I'm very calm because my outlets are battle rap and working out. So when you have something like that where you can vent aggression and relieve stress and do shit like that, yeah, working out definitely helps. So
you got people out there, man. It's not always about being violent or doing negative things. His GSA just now was to allow you to know that his outlets is what caused him to have such a positive life. We all need different ways to get off that energy that we get pinned up inside of us. So when he said you worked out, what would you rate that bar right there on the scale from 1 to 3? What would you get that one?
I mean, it wasn't he just said you've been lifting. Like the delivery was funny. It wasn't like a bar. I think he leads up to a bar though.
He does. So you feel like that's just that's not.
That was the setup. That's the
setup. Okay. Oh, thank you. So let's see, that's what it's called. Setup. All right.
Yeah.
That's real sick, man.
It's crazy how this Slim Jim going noodles for the chips and ended up in a mix with a swole nigga. Oh, no!
That was crazy.
You think making me look skinny gonna make you a ball nigga? It's crazy how this Slim Jim going noodles for the chips and ended up in a mix with a swole nigga. Oh, no!
Crazy.
Ew. You don't swear that. You in jail? Am I judging you? Am I pre-judging you? Have you been to jail?
No. I never been to jail. Nah, but
I didn't think so. I'm not being funny or nothing.
Yeah.
Person who's so you on your the right.
Facts.
Seems so like a
unfortunately, I have some of my homies still doing time. You know what I mean? But
crazy, right?
Very crazy. That shit was fire. If you see me during a battle, every time he says some dope shit, I give him a head nod. You know what I mean? Yeah, Spade is dope.
The yellow shirt, was he with you?
Nah, he's from South Carolina, I think. But we was all staying in the same Airbnb except for Spade. Like I was the only one from Jersey in there. Most of the people that was in there was from South Carolina. But yeah.
All right, I know. Curtains. Oh, my bad. 1 to 3.
A 1 to 3 rate the bar?
Yeah.
2.5 or 3. It was a fire bar.
2.5, 3.
Yeah.
Let's give him 3. I'm gonna give him 3.
All right. That's fine.
You think they can get those skinny and make for a ball, nigga? It's crazy how this Slim Jim going noodles for the chips and ended up in the mix with a smoke. Oh, it's in a bag. And the only reason I'm even exchanging language with this bag is to let y'all know that he's doomed today. He's smart, chaos, and truth already proved they part of the newest page. So now I'm here to go through the ranks before it's too late. So we got a nigga that's always in the weight room versus a nigga that's got no room to move. Oh, it's done. So we got a nigga that's always in the weight room versus a nigga that's got no room to wait. Oh, it's time to move the state.
Nigga, we just talked about you always being in the weight room. Would you give that, sir?
What's up?
Will you give it?
What do I give that bar?
Versus a nigga who's always got in the weight room versus a nigga who has no
room to wait. It was dope, but it wasn't like crazy as the swole bar. So what's that, like a 2?
I give it a 1.
Right.
What's that crazy for me? I give it a 1.
Yeah, he just flipped the word. You know what I mean? The only time it really works when you flip words like that is if it has more than just weight room to wait. Like he just switched it around. You know, like.
You should have been able to defend yourself. Not crazy enough for me.
Word.
Close it on, man.
If I was y'all, I would start the work. Because I don't know how well he addresses away games, but I guarantee it's going to get dark with Jersey. No.
That was crazy.
2.5 for me. Because when people play basketball or games in general, the
dark jersey.
Are usually the dark ones, and the light ones are the ones they use at home.
That was creative. I never heard anybody flip jersey shit like that. Yeah.
I laugh, I joke, I play game over. I never heard no shit like that. And that's something, it's so simple. And you a Jersey dude. Shout out to Jersey. Shout out to all my Jersey rappers. There's a million Jersey battle rappers they could have said that too. So what do you get at, guys?
Yeah. I'm surprised. I agree with you. Same shit. 2.5. 2.5, yeah.
You said 2.5 or 3?
2.5. That's what you said, bro. I said I agree.
Don't believe me? Tap the blunt. Don't start messing up. Because you got all that weight on your shoulders. And I know you're a bitch, but the last thing you want to try and press is luck. And I know you're a bitch, but the last thing you want to try and press is luck.
That's a bar. That's a bar. I know you bitch, but the last thing you want to press is luck.
This is luck. Yeah. That's dope. Rate it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. My bad. I give it like a 1.52 around there.
Yeah, this is how we decide who won. You feel me?
Yeah.
From a rating system. This is how the bars is 1 to 3. Shout out to Jay Black. I didn't create this. I stole this shit. It's stolen. He doesn't do it anymore, but Jay Black used to do this.
Yeah.
On a scale from 1 to 3, rate the bars. And I changed it a little bit though. Because my scale go from 1 to 4. But to get a 4, you gotta shake my brain. You know what I'm saying? Blow my shit out the back of my head. You get what I'm trying to say?
Facts.
So it's like 1 to 3 is like, that's great. 2 is, it was creative. And 1 is, all right, you did a punch, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a fair way for somebody to judge who won and who lost the battle, I feel like.
It is for the most part. The only discrepancy in the rating system is like, all right, if somebody had a 3-minute round and then their opponent had a 2-minute round, but the 2-minute round was more effective, you know what I'm saying? Like if the 2-minute round has, 2s and 3s in it, and then the 3-minute round is a bunch of 2s, even though it's a minute longer, that doesn't necessarily mean the person's material was better. It just means it was longer. You know what I'm saying?
Well, after doing the bar system, I also like to give extra points for performance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't just leave it on the bars, but this is the first center of it. This is how he felt about his bars, opposed to what he said. Now, how he performed it, conviction, performance in general, how, you know what I mean? Those things definitely added on, and completing the barrel. Because if a nigga choke, to me, some of this shit is null and void at that point.
Facts.
So I know that's wrong, but stumbles, I take place off the stumbles.
Yeah, me too.
I want you to be clear. I know I don't do the shit, so it ain't my fault to judge you guys like that. But I feel like y'all niggas is great.
You're 100% right though. It's one take. There's a reason a lot of people can't do battle rap, and stumbles and chokes. Yeah, that definitely takes points off.
Off the head, one take like Jay-Z, man.
Yeah, I said that in my second.
What you said that?
I said one take off the head, like when Hov be rapping.
Oh, I didn't just make that up just now?
Well, you did, but coincidentally, I said that in my
also said the great minds think alike.
Facts.
Now I'm quoting you. Salute to the real Sikh, man. He had some bars. I'm gonna have to throw that in there. That's one of the bars I might throw in there in a little intro or something. That was crazy.
Ain't nobody I ain't never been faced with. It's the same shit. A nigga thinking because he bigger that made me out somebody to play with. That nervous on I ain't make it.
Do you feel like because you work out all that you can beat everybody up? Are you non-violent or you pacifist?
Well, if you know anything about Sikhs, my people, we're a warrior type religion. So we want peace. We would prefer peace, but we're not opposed to handling shit. You know what I mean? Like if you're a Sikh and you decide to get baptized, one of the things you get as a symbol is a sword. You know what I mean? Like that's what we're a warrior religion. You know what I mean? So like all that general, like when people try to attack other religious rappers and try to say that, you know, you're religious, so you should be peaceful. Like, yeah, that's the goal. We would want to be peaceful, but we're not opposed to taking it there. You know what I mean? Our religion.
No offense, I don't want to disrespect any Sikhs out there, salute all the Sikhs. But that's a different type of baptism right there, Cuzzo.
Yeah, well, in our religion, baptism is a choice. It's not, when you're getting baptized, you're basically saying that you're devoted to everything in the culture, in the religion. And part of our religion was being, our main theory is be a saint and a soldier. So like, we're not armed for no reason. It's a soldier mentality to fight on the right side of justice. You know what I mean? To defend the defenseless, shit like that. It's not to just carry it around and, you know, not and just like cause shit. You're only supposed to try to diffuse shit. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, we come from having to fight. Like we didn't want to fight, but people kept trying to wipe us out. So then we had to militarize as a warrior culture and, you know, fight back. So, but what was the question? My bad. I went on a rant.
Oh, that was you asked. Nigga, you
I don't think just because I'm big I could beat everybody up or whatever. Like I said, I think that you know, as grown men or just grown adults, you should be able to, in a conversation, diffuse anything that, you know what I mean? Like if you have a issue with anybody, just talk. You know what I mean? Like
think about it.
Yeah, that's it. So
you're not even thinking all of that tough shit niggas trying to put on you. See, that's why I have you here to see Spades. You talking to a guy, you say he's thinking tough. No, he's not even trying to be tough, but he would fuck you up. He got a sword.
We're the type that if we fuck you up, we'll give you a Band-Aid after. You know what I mean? Like
what's the name of the sword that they give you? Is there a name?
Oh yeah, Kirpan, Kirpan. So like back in the day,
you use that Kirpan on you when you you had that Kirpan on Kirpan.
If you ever see my battles, I'm never trying to bump my opponent or touch them and do shit like that, because it's a battle. You know what I mean? There's no reason to do that. That doesn't make.
What do you think of stuff like
rappers.
that? You have people like Ace and Suge. I mean, even Suge from Jersey.
Yeah.
Famous,
when Suge does it, it's like fun. You know what I mean? Because everybody knows he's not really taking your money. You know what I mean? It's not like he's taking your wallet from you.
Put your hand in your pocket.
It's like a special move, and he's been here for so long. It's like you should know that he's probably gonna do that shit against you. But like for me personally, I would never need to resort to that. I just let the bar speak. You know what I mean? They got their own reasons for why they feel like they need to do that. But
all the antics that go on in battle rap, what would you do if somebody tried to remove your turban?
Nah, that's not. See, that's like you trying to get a reaction out of me, and you definitely would, because that's disrespectful, not only to me, just to my religion, what I believe.
Yeah, I know, but you know, people are going. You get what I'm saying? No, niggas is crazy. It seems like the thing is to push the limit. I'm not encouraging anybody to do that, but you get what I'm trying to say though. Like it seems like at this only
if I'm battling somebody and they feel like they need to do that, that means that one, they didn't talk to me before the battle, and two, we shouldn't be battling if that's what your intent is. You know what I mean? Every time I walk into an event and I'm battling there, when I see my opponent, it's never no. It's like playing video games with your friends, dog. It's friendly competition. Like people acting tough at battle rap events is always corny to me because everybody is there to do something instead of that. You know what I mean? So like if you feel the need to do all of that physical shit in a battle, we shouldn't be battling. That means we have an issue that we need to resolve outside of battle rap. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's no.
I'm not disputing that, but like I said, niggas is chasing views, man. They're doing it for the gram. It's not even. I don't think it's as personal. I can see why it would be something you take personal, but I feel like people are so the clout chase. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
The go viral moment. The go viral. I want to go viral.
That would definitely go viral if they tried that shit. That would definitely go viral. That's not battle rap.
You kind of get where I'm coming. Like, nigga, this is the age we live in.
I know what you're saying, and you know there's probably people that would do that, but again, for the most part, everybody that's a professional, I don't think they would do. That's like trying to take like Twerk's hoodie off and shit. You know what I mean? Or like, but it's even worse. It's even worse than that. Like if there was a female battle rapper that had a burqa on, and you try to take it off in a battle, like that's not battle rap. You're taking it past that when you do something like that. Like, so
we need some females. We need some females in burqas doing some battle. We need that.
That would be fire.
Battle rappers, because maybe they can give us those people perspective. I don't know if that what's the situation. Mm-hmm. That would be great. It's amazing. We don't have more like that. We already got the dots. We got all these different types of women. Why can't we get women from that culture? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you know any of that battle rap that you could probably?
No, I don't know any Muslim women that battle rap, but it would be dope. Shit, what part of marketing yourself is standing out, and that would 100% stand out. You know what I mean? So.
Embrace it. So when your pride leaves, your fear goes with it. So why me? I ain't here to sell no image. Y'all know SMAC is an acronym. Well, I may not have the streets, but I had a knowledge. It ain't about where you start, it's about where you finish.
On the 3.
Yeah, that's a 3. That was fire.
I gave it a 2.5, but I liked it.
Word.
I think you could have performed it better. I'm real judgmental.
Word. Shut up.
You should never try and bully the nerd where he's the doozy. What happens when the bully the nerd? I ain't no whole epiphany. The focus real deep. Sick was throwing punches, but nothing was touching. Yeah, he got super savings, but that's my ultra instinct. But hold on, just wait. My opinion ain't never been in question. This platform is just a chance for me to earn highest life. Charmander, Charizard. Yeah, I evolved by leveling up, but I've always been known as a fire type. Oh, you?
I don't watch any of that shit that he was referencing, so I can't be a, you know what I mean? I can't have an opinion on it. I don't know if it's fire or not.
Charmander and the Charizard are the same. They're the same thing, kind of fake. but one is a evolve, one is the evolution of the other. I should say, evolution of the other. That's why he said he evolves up. But they're both fight because Pokemon, they have types. You got the water type of Pokemon, the earth type, the ride type, and they're fire type Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he said he's always been known as the fire type.
Mm-hmm.
Still not Auntie?
Well, I can't. Hey man, I'm not trying to discredit him. I just
this is your opinion.
That's not to me.
It's your genuine opinion
not,
to it.
Yeah, genuinely, I don't. That's not crazy.
That's your title.
Yeah.
I do about the dynamite. Oh, but you got this hip hop on your watch. They call this the big stage. Your chance to make your people proud. You see his whole demographic Indian, but to me, you were just the beginning of a test trial. But I promise the whole demographic Indian, Billy the man is getting grim. See my people.
I hate when people break shit down like that and it's not like crazy. Yo, demographic Indian. Nah, I hate when people do that. How many times has Indian been used? Like,
you probably heard it a lot. I haven't heard it that many times.
But the point of breaking shit down, like, first of all, like, I don't like that delivery when people break down every syllable. That's not. It's called. Yeah, because it's called battle rap, right? You're supposed to rap. And when people do that, it's more like battle talk, and that's only good if you're like, if you have that angle where you're talking to someone, but he's not. He's like trying to make double meanings, and to me, I don't really fuck with that type of shit. But
this nigga like with the full sweater on, he's feeling his face. He just farted, or he thought that was crazy.
He's on Spade's side, bro.
I know.
The hell, yeah, like, but. I try.
The curtain has been pulled back from me. You know the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
And the curtain get pulled back from
when
so many events. You just realize there's so much shit that you don't even think about before. Like,
yeah. I've been watching battle rap.
Look at his face, but he's with
Yeah.
They came together.
Yeah, probably. Nah, see, with me, when I'm coming up with my material, I've been watching battle rap forever. So I try to always say shit that's never been said. That's why that earlier bar that he said was crazy to me, the dark Jersey shit, because nobody ever said that before. But then breaking down demographic and Indian to demographic Indian, nah, that's not. Your
demo is gonna be graphic. All right, yeah.
Yeah, and my demo ain't all Indian either. like he said my whole demo is Indian. I got like fans of battle rap just of all backgrounds, you know what I mean?
I'm Ethiopian. I'm part of your demographic. I fuck with you.
Word. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I can vouch for that, Spades. Everybody you fuck with ain't Indian. Are you actually even Indian? No offense, I don't know.
Yeah. Sikhism is a culture and a religion that was made in like northern India. So yeah, we're northern Indian, but we are different than, you know, what most Indians are like, because most Indians are vegetarian. You know what I mean? Most Indians are Hindu. You know what I mean? Or Muslim, but they don't really, if you ever really see like a big Indian dude, they're most likely Sikh. You know what I mean? Because we're, like I said, my bad. Like I said, we're like a warrior religion and shit. So like always being in shape is like something that we do.
Eating meat, eating protein, getting big as you can.
Facts. All that.
Ready to hit a nigga with the kapong.
Facts.
I love learning stuff.
Whatever. So my people rock whatever. So back down to this trip. You at Robin's lips. Real sick man have an ill will like that time this bitch. So
that's one for me.
You have an ill will like that time this bitch. So just rapping on trip. Cause I might be all quiet, but they all violent. You big bitch. So I don't care if sick. You big bitch. So I don't care if sick. If I get the word and my dog's got him. Why grip a palm? Bow. Hit his jaw. You said no gun balls. I know, don't need to get along. It's making sense because in order to make a fist, you gotta rip a palm.
You know what's fucked up? The dude who said that was in my Airbnb and we chopped it up the night before. We was all cool and he ends up jumping in Spade's round. I was like, bro, we just like we're last night we was all chilling, everything was cool. You know what I mean? I thought he was cool. But nah, that he's from South Carolina, you know what I mean? He's just doing what he gotta do.
For the Wally Wop, you got that's the devil.
I like that aspect of it, you know what I mean? That was dope.
He knew the whole time too he was gonna be
He was behind the camera, bro. He was behind the he's the cameraman. The guy behind this shot is who said it.
The cameraman said it?
Yeah, the dude that's holding this shot. The dude who's this shot right here.
And this nigga, and this is the funniest part is when I came over there before at some point, I'm next to him, he's talking about don't talk next to the camera. This nigga doing ad-libs for rounds. He's the devil.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shout out to him. Shout out to that guy. That's funny.
Yeah.
It adds to it. What do you give it to? I give it a 2.
Yeah, two is cool.
It's crazy. I don't know. I mean, it's all right. I think I heard it.
No, it's making sense. It's the order to grip a palm. And with a grip make a fist, you gotta grip a palm. Wow, hit his jaw. I'm trying to have your teeth in the back in the air soaring. Y'all should have known this ass.
I don't know what he said to yet. I realized that with him that when he tries to bring it back, he stumbles.
Yeah, that's part of the, you can't do that, bro.
If you're gonna bring it back, don't stumble. You can just like
That might mean he's trying to think like sometimes when you bring it back, you're on autopilot, right? Because you're thinking of the next bar and you're just bringing it back so they could hear what the next shit is. But you still got to be on point the whole time, bro. You can't do stumbles or none of that. So.
Like, you see a nigga about to fight in some black Air Forces. This right here, like black Air Forces. This right here, torture. I creep up on him with my favorite knife and damn him, he can move. The type of blade I use is it's beyond safe, but just know that it's irreplaceable. Now he's panicking. Like, how did you figure?
One for me.
When it comes to bars that are like unnatural to say, like if you got a blade and you're like, you got a blade and I'm like, yo, how sharp is that blade? And you're like, it's Beyonce. Are you gonna talk about some shit like that?
That's
it's
what
Beyonce.
I say that all the time. You mean?
You say that all the time. It's Beyonce. I get what he was trying to do.
You might start a new segment, see? Nobody talks like that.
That part of rapping is being natural. Like that's the difference between rappers that are natural and then rappers that are just trying to always,
trying to say something.
Yeah, like.
But the reality is, Spade is first candidate for I'm stealing it from my nigga Simon Miller. He does a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Shout out to him on One Culture. He does wrestling. I learned a lot from him watching his commentation on wrestling. Mm-hmm. He does a lot of wrestling commentators, and he has this thing when he watches the show. He goes, "Nobody talks like that." And that's a great nominee for that.
Facts.
How that chicken taste? It's Beyonce.
Nobody says that. Like. It's literally that's a form of reaching, bro. That's a form of reaching. Like the reason somebody like
take that point back. I thought that was fire. Was Beyonce.
Listen. The reason Nitty is so fire is because when he says something, it's still natural. Like that old negative shit he said against Official. Yeah. Like that's my type O negative. Anybody could get it. That's that's crazy because it's natural. Like.
That shit was. I was watching him cook that poor lady. I ain't know about the couch because he's a woman. He's a man being on a woman like that. That was crazy to see so close.
Yeah.
Salute the room for letting me come on stage.
Take it too. I said easy. Following your footsteps. The inspirational. Now look at what you made me do.
That was crazy. I like that bar a lot. Because look, it's never been said.
Yeah, I'm following his steps.
Following his footsteps, he inspirational. That's fire.
What do you
That's fire. 2.5.
Yeah, I did the same thing. That's crazy. I didn't want to lead you, but I literally wrote that too.
Word.
I thought that's what it was. I didn't feel like it was a 3, but it was crazy.
It's the end of this nigga. More specifically, an Indian nigga. I gave you presents, now I'm taking it back. Now that's the definition of an Indian giver.
What? No, you never heard that.
What's up?
No, you never heard nobody say that to you.
Indian giver bar?
Yeah.
I don't remember anybody saying it like that, but people have used all kind of like Indian bars against me. So I don't know. But I like his delivery on that. I like his delivery on that. 1.5, 2.
I gave it a 1.
Like
I gave it a 1.
Yeah.
I swear in my heart, not even hearing nobody say it to you before, I just know somebody had to say Indian.
Probably. Yeah.
It just seems too easy to come with.
Facts.
So don't take it personal, nigga. It's just business, bitch. So if you in the way, best believe you get your face. Don't forget the name is Spade and remember this who you dealing with. We from South Carolina.
That was
Word.
What happens when you bully the nerd?
What?
Made his hat leave. What happens when the bully the nerd say the exact thing?
That's a 3 rebuttal and everything. Comedy. You a comedian. I know you like that.
You know I did. Niggas say, what happened when you bully the nerd? Slap him, make his hat leave. What happened when you nothing changes.
Yeah. That was actually the original bar was I punch his face in. What happens when the bully, then nothing changes. Like that was the original shit, but I changed it to that, which is crazy that you said that. But yeah, I go through so many drafts of my of the bars that I got. You know what I mean? To whatever I say on stage is the final version. But this worked out perfectly because this whole round I feel like rebutted his nerd angle. You know what I mean? Like
being a nerd. So you got the what do you give that bar right there? Get out the gate, thinking like almost 3 seconds in, doing your numbers, you gotta punch in. What you wanna give that?
Well, it's not a double, but it's funny. So I give it a 2. But I think a lot of people don't rebuttal. I feel like the fact that it's a rebuttal probably gives it a little more, but quality of the bar, it's like a...
It's a rebuttal to his whole image, his whole gimmick, his catchphrase.
Right.
And the song is the end of it, you're putting him in the grave. I like it. I gave you a 3.
Appreciate that.
2. You put yourself a 2 though. Yeah, I wrote it.
All right, cool.
So you call yourself a nerd?
He does.
What's that like? Video games all day? Bum ass life? Staying in a friend zone?
You call yourself a nerd. But see, these you wouldn't consider these punches, right? This is just like
This is just it's like I'm sarcastically talking about like this image that he likes to say because every battle that I watch from him, that's his slogan is what happens when you bully the nerd and then what happens when the bully the nerd. So the point of this whole round, and you'll see I rounded out at the end, was just breaking down why he does that. Like, why do you think like nobody like I hate bullies, right? But like if you're calling yourself a nerd, but then you're saying you're gonna bully people as a nerd, like that's why I'll get it. You'll see it at the last bar that I say, but I was just breaking that down. You know what I mean? So I needed something. I'm never a battle rapper that's only gonna talk about killing you for 3 rounds. I feel like that's mad amateur as a battle rapper. You gotta talk about something. You know what I mean? So that's what this round was. And
you got J Lopez smell. Look at him.
Yeah. And
he's like a gothic nigga. So you got
I like mixing comedy with my punches because a lot of people, you can't force people to laugh. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the like the gas that people are talking about is like if somebody says a bar and then your reaction's over the top. You're just like louder than everybody else. But you can't force people to laugh. So when you make them laugh, that's a real reaction to like what they act. Like if you see that staying in the friend zone, that's not a punch, but the way that I said it and what it's talking about, it made people laugh. You know what I mean?
I mean, believe me, I don't know nothing about standing on the stage and making people laugh or how hard that can be.
Yeah, it is. But I like doing it to show that
Versatility, man, I think is great.
Yeah,
I don't want to
absolutely.
see somebody just kill somebody all day. I like seeing people get killed. But I like people saying stuff like this is a joke, like you call yourself a nerd. Well, if you're a nerd, this must be your life. This is what people consider a nerd's life.
Yeah, facts.
Okay, let's get to it. I'm gonna give you a little. I like this little section. I know this ain't punches, but I'm gonna give you a point because I like this section. I like it.
Appreciate that.
The setup to it, because that's what I'm saying. Everything is not about giving. Because imagine if I didn't acknowledge this section and gave it no points at all, that would be a bad way to do a point system for point. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Wanted to sit with the popular kids who raised you. That dream for dude came true. When his cold body getting the autopsy, he finally get to be on a cool table.
Ew!
That's crazy. That was crazy. I feel like every line is relevant. Every word is relevant.
All connected.
Who raised you? Cool table. Yeah. See, I don't. Everything's natural. It's like I'm talking to him, but it still leads up to a punch.
That definitely is connected to the situation.
Facts.
Relevant. What do you give that punch?
Highest score you could give it.
4?
3 or 4.
What's the highest?
I thought that was crazy. Like when I thought of it, I was like, "That's fire."
I like it. I'm a 3. I'm giving it a 3. I do like the cool table line. I got one time I knew when I was a kid. I'm not going for it. I got to say the cool table. If y'all was with the school, me and Hillcrest, I remember part of being the cool table was you was able to go to lunch all day long. So it wasn't even a cool table; it was like a cool crowd. And it was cool table still, but like you wouldn't have to go to class. The security knew who you was. You know what I mean? You don't have to show your program. You got lunch all day. And
got it.
Lunch all day. Taking niggas lunch, eating the nasty ass cheeseburgers, smoking in the bathroom. I knew my body. Hillcrest High School.
Word.
Talk to him then.
I see straight through. When he trying to be the brave nerd, he got his glasses on.
All right.
But when he acting on top, he got his mask.
Look, it was true. He was trying to be all crazy and he took his glasses off.
Yeah, I know.
So like he had his glasses on the whole battle, and then that's why this is such a good battle, because it feels like every round we was like responding to the last round. You know what I mean?
That's why I said like I wrote our rounds together. This shit is crazy.
It's crazy.
Shout out to G-Lo. He got tapped in. I mean, G-Lo, I don't know if you know that guy.
Yeah, he's fire.
Glasses.
Yeah,
G-Lo's
fire.
Just swoop to him, man. He always tapping in.
Word.
Glasses on, but when he acting all tough, he has them on. Do the lane. Whether or not you remove the frames, it don't matter if the way you view a change. We still look at you the same.
It's real talk, bro. That's real talk.
And 3?
2.5, 3.
2.5 is your score.
2. You can't decide when to wear them. I got a solution for your dummy. For your dying wish, get your eyes fixed so nothing blurry. Because you won't make it to next year, it's fucking funny. Even with perfect vision, he'll never get to see 2020. What's up?
I did it for you? Huh, man? Did it for you? My babe liked the bar. She liked it.
Appreciate it.
He predicted it. I think predicted it. What do you?
Because I can see.
I'm blind though too, so we got to get my eyes fixed. What would you give that part? Because I'm giving it a 2.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Because it was predictable. Because 2020 is the sound of 2020. Right when you start rhyming with it, with fucking funny, you know what I mean? Like all of that shit.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's leading to that. Because it's such a, it's not something people normally rhyme with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Yeah, you could definitely see it, but I did phrase it differently.
Yeah, I mean, you
think
Charlie Clinched it. You definitely Charlie Clinched it. You got coming from a mile away.
or
3 bar setup with a rap.
see, like
that's sweet. It's a kick.
I feel like you knew I was gonna say 2020, but you didn't know how I was gonna break it. You knew it had to do with that.
That was
you know
perfect.
what I mean?
And it's funny because I heard a bunch of 2020 bars leading up to 2020. Honestly, this is relevant to the conversation. This guy with his glasses. I think relevancy is always important too to the bar. So
Facts.
I think that brings it to I love the "This Is For You" battles moments. That this couldn't just been said to anybody. This is for you.
Yep. Because I was talking about his glasses, and then it led to that. If I just threw that in there, then it would be a little more random. But like I said,
still had his glasses on right now, it wouldn't have hit as hard, like you said, the moment of when he tried to get crazy, he took the glasses off.
Facts.
Look, he's shaking his head.
What's up? What's up with this nerve gimmick? Yo, let me talk to him. What's up with this nerve gimmick? I respect this different, but if you only do it sometimes, it ain't authentic, is it? Presents this picture of a geek, tries to be overhead, but only shines light on the surface when he projects this image. See, it's a difference.
I thought that was crazy too. Overhead, like an overhead, shines light on the surface, project this image. Yeah. and again, the setup was still talking to him like I respect it's different, but if you only do it sometimes, it ain't authentic, is it? Like some of his battles, he won't even bring it up, but then other battles, he'll do the bully the nerd thing. Like I'm real sick.
Because URL, he wants to push a brand. And URL respects brands. They love that. They love people that understand branding and get it. So
yeah, and it led to a punch. Like
I'm giving it a 3. I like the setup.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 too.
I like the setup.
What's the difference in being a smart kid in high school and being a nerd? No life. True. None of the kids like you. Nothing wrong with a bitch.
I had to make that distinction, bro. Like, there's nothing wrong with being smart, but he's not saying he's smart. He's saying he's a nerd. Like, there's a difference between like, all right, if you're let's say like a nerd could mean a lot of things, right? If you're a nerd for battle rap, that just means you study battle rap, right? But like, if you're a nerd or like a geek, or like when he's saying it like that, that's more of, he was saying it as a personality trait rather than something that he's interested in, right? Yeah. Like a nerd for battle rap and a nerdy battle rap fan are like two different things. If you're a nerd for battle rap, you study the culture. But like if you're just nerdy with it, that means that your personality is a certain way. Your personality is like a nerd. Like I said, there's a difference in being a smart kid in high school and being a nerd, no life, because none of the kids like you. Like there's a difference in those two things. But yeah.
Definitely. Was you the smart kid?
Yeah, I would like to say I'm smart. I think I'm smart, definitely. I do a lot of reading, you know what I mean? Because that brushes up.
Amarada?
Nah, what is that?
I'm saying it wrong. And I read the whole fucking book. It was so good, man. It was a book about, is the Mara?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Based on Indian.
On Hindu. Fuck, what's it called? I know what you're talking about. Bhagavad Gita or something like that. That one.
Yeah. It's like a bunch of
like
little stories, and it's like sons, and they do like one guy. He was the father, and he had some sons, and they started beefing. Mm-hmm. That's a good book. I read that when I was in jail.
Word.
Good
hey
book.
Man. Yeah.
They should make a movie out of that.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That book is so fucking. It don't change nothing, Hollywood.
Yeah.
whatever they wrote, make it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the shit up. Fuck the Ready Player One.
There's so much that's wrong with being an emotionally soft, socially awkward little bitch like you.
What's up?
Yeah,
That's talking to him again. It's not a double meaning, but it's talking to him. I'll give it a 2.5. But like I said, there's the setup is the setup. Every word, everything that rhymes matters. Nothing wrong with being smart in high school, being a nerd, no life because none of the kids like you. Nothing wrong with a big IQ. I'm saying that nothing's wrong with a big IQ, but there's so much that's wrong with being an emotionally soft, socially awkward little bitch like you. So like, yeah, like that was the difference. And
that's
again,
the issue.
Where
not the issue of being a nerd, is who you are as a person.
Facts.
There's cool nerds.
Yeah. Let me talk to him. This underdog image he's painting a cell. Keep asking for pity, you keep taking his L. He needs saving and help. It's just a shame to see a kid who always got A's and B's degrading himself. See,
that's a 3.
Facts. I agree. Cause that's what that underdog shit, like, for example, I deal with that all the time. Like that people tell me I'm like an underdog and something, obviously, because a lot of people stereotype and they'll always judge off appearance. And that's something else I say later in the round, but they judge off appearance before they hear you rap. And I never try to feed into the underdog effect or that shock factor that for people who've never seen me rap or something like that they have when they first see me rap. You're supposed to be dope no matter what. Like, so what I was saying to him was like, when you call yourself a nerd and it's like you're asking for underdog pity.
For sympathy,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
like,
for sympathy.
Fuck with me, I'm a nerd doing this. It's almost like, I don't want to say street him, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's why I said this underdog image he's painting the cell. Keep asking for pity, you keep taking this L.
Yeah.
He needs saving and help. It's a shame to see a kid who always got A's and B's degrading himself. Like, I like the setup, everything's relevant.
You know the things that I like. This is for you. Ew.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate it.
Picture for you. Calligraphy.
you call yourself a nerd. Nerds are what's wrong with battle rap. They don't reason that this shit wrestling. Because the fact is that they say they have attack, but they think it's the Royal Rumble. So when someone going over the top, that's what they clapping at.
We literally just kind of I touched on that earlier when I asked the question.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do to somebody, try to disrespect you or something like that? Do you feel like that is from nerds, or is that just a general thing of
I think the people that cheer, and like I said, the next bars I address it too. Like the people that cheer when shit happens that's not battle rap, they're not really. Nobody was happy when Mook punched Briz or when Math punched Sirius. You know what I mean? Or when Diz punched Math. Like that wasn't something that battle rap fans were like, yeah, do it. But everybody that was clapping in the back and or like when somebody disrespects the dead and then they cheer, like, oh shit, that's crazy. That's corny to me. Like it's not like what real battle rap fans I feel like champion for. Like nobody is trying to hear that shit. Like so like I said, I explain it later, but I explain it more in depth later. But yeah, that's the nerd of battle rap, like the nerdy battle rap fan that I was talking about. The people that they might not even go to events, you know what I mean, to watch the shit live.
Yeah.
But they'll be online and then they see some shit happening and they're like saying, "Oh shit, this just happened." Like everybody else is looking at it as a stain on the culture rather than something that needs to be celebrated.
Talk about it, man. I was at the event this weekend. And and anybody that's a fan of my channel can look on it, I haven't really mentioned none of the negative aspects of this weekend at all because I don't want to sensationalize it, and that's not the type of media I want to represent for battle rap.
Yeah. Facts.
So I think it's all about your own moral compass and having that moral code. I'm not
100%.
Anybody else's channel. You know what I'm saying? I think that does hinder me in certain points during my rise. This is more of a, you know what I mean? But not chasing views just to get, but yeah. It's crazy to think that. It's crazy to think that people are willing to do, man.
You're being more authentic. Like that's always gonna. That's the difference between longevity and just being in the culture real quick and then disappearing. When you're being true to yourself, when you're just you if you find that shit corny, you're not gonna promote it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what's gonna be the reason why you'll be here for a long time, because you're not switching up just for that, for clout or for views. You know what I mean? So.
You blessed to look, man.
The same ones disrespectful behind the screen. The motherfuckers that cheer when you diss someone that died in peace. The same ones that'll judge your raps by your look, and the same ones that keep getting Cassidy booked, and that's you. And that's you.
You could beat Cassidy in a battle?
100%. It would be easy, bro. Yo, Cassidy, look, Cassidy's a great rapper. He's not a battle rapper, bro. There's a difference. Eminem is my favorite. He wouldn't do too well on a battle rap stage. It's different, bro. He rhymes more than he punches. That's kind of like what Disaster does sometimes, right? Like Disaster will have a fire.
Multi-syllable shit.
Right. So that like take what I do, right? I love multi-syllables. That's an art. That's part of rapping. Rhyming is part of rapping. But in battle rap, it's like a boxing fight. The setup with multi-syllables and shit is more like it's like a boxer that looks good throwing a punch. You know what I mean? It's like the form that the punch is thrown. But if the punch isn't as hard hitting, there's no reason to have a setup like that. Like if you really have like a crazy haymaker, you can use 8 bars of setting it up and it'll be crazy if it's that crazy. But if you use 8 to 12 bars rhyming every single word of the sentence, that's an art. But in battle rap, that's like it takes away from it. It's like you're not throwing any punches until that punch. You see what I'm saying? So multi-syllables are really good. M is like probably one of the greatest rhymers, right? Like
he
rhymes.
Disaster so-called battle?
Yeah, I seen it.
Damn, he must have used that shit as a workout tape.
This is crazy because when he's doing that multisyllabic shit and he's rhyming like 10-syllable phrases, it's all still relevant to his opponent. You know what I mean?
Doing it, but I'm not gonna deny that. But come on, son, that shit was like the battle rap in games.
Yeah, it was a very long battle, but the difference in like Disaster and Eminem is M will have a punch and only 4 bars will apply to that punch, but the 16 to 32 bars that he rhymed with that punch will just be random fucking topics, and then he'll do the punch.
Yeah,
that's great.
I realized that about him. I used to be a big fan of Eminem as a kid. I bought the first real Slim Shady's, cassette tape. That's how old I am.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the Martian Mavericks LP CD. I was all the way up with him until like the Eminem show, like a big, like a stand myself, I guess.
But like his last album, Kamikaze, I thought was crazy. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I didn't like the regression. I feel like it was regressive for me.
The content?
Yeah, because it's back to the shock value. Honestly, I got him losing to MGK. I know people can kill me, say whatever, I don't give a fuck. I got him losing to MGK. MGK literally showed a lot of chinks in Eminem's armor, that fake gothic shit of being.
But this is my thing. This is my thing with that, right? When it comes to diss tracks and shit, right? MGK made a whole record, right? Very catchy. Record was dope. But the punches, the disses, were not as hard to me as the disses that M said. The as long as I'm shady, you're gonna live in my shadow. That's facts, and it's a double entendre.
That's crazy, but and then the same shit about him not knowing how to dress is a catchy hook, but it's a fact.
Yeah, but but what diss is more hard hitting, bro? You can't dress, or as long as I'm here, you gonna be in the back. That's way worse.
No, nigga, I want to be stylish. I consider myself a style icon.
All right, but look, How many? Look, Joe Budden is probably one of the worst dressers, but he was crazy when he would go on to like a radio freestyle or something. He might have been wearing.
I've never been the biggest Joe Budden fan, so
You don't have to be a fan of his music, but
I listened to a CD. I didn't like it. The song about smoking cigarettes and all of that. I gave it a chance. I'm not because I never tried it. It just wasn't for me.
I feel you. But
I know you know what song I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes. I think it's called.
Yeah, but, what the fuck, son?
Yeah, but the point that I'm trying to make, and M responded to that too. He's like, "You dress better, I rap better." Like, so
I don't know. Like, I don't understand why he never. I did start to wonder, where is Eminem's happy music? Why is he so anti-women? Why does he always have to beat a bitch? Like, why can't you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't rock with shit like that when he does it. I'm talking about from an MC perspective. I think he was rhyming his ass off. He was actually talking about something rather than those other tracks he had on the album before where he was rhyming really good, but he wasn't talking about nothing.
Well, Revival, he was talking about more shit on Revival.
On some songs, yeah, like the political
shit. The whole Revival was like a protest album.
Not all the songs though. He had a little bit of every part of Eminem that we've seen. So he had the political shit. I like the content of that. It was just the execution of it wasn't as good with whack beats.
You know where I'm coming from, cuz? That's why. Because you dropped the Revival, and because people didn't like it, your response was to bash those people, which is understandable to some extent. But I felt it became aggressive because you already did the bashing niggas before shit.
Hey man, he's a battle rapper at heart. So like that's the way that he responds to shit. Call it right or wrong or immature or whatever, but that's him. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? But back to our battle, my bad.
You lost the Nick Cannon too, now I'm joking.
Not only is it you, but you promote a crowd, a part of the community that bring the culture down. Let me circle this bullet. It don't matter if you can switch from a nerd to a bully, it's both versions of pussy. I'm on that.
I thought that was crazy. That was the ender. That was the ender to the point. I was making a point throughout the round, and then that's the, you know what I mean? That's the point to it.
2.5 for me.
Cool. That's great with me. That's the conclusion. You know what I'm saying?
What you were saying to him. It ain't over yet.
I'm on that Jersey shit. They're going all out shit. Real shit. And I'm the problem that you walk around with. You're supposed to put work, but that's wrong now, bitch. Because you can't show up to work when you call out sick. Jersey.
How'd you how would you rate that third? Watching it back now.
Well, the lowest score I got was a 2. I stayed in the 2 to 3 zone, and I think he had a lot of ones and shit. So, yeah. So, I think my whole third was like, it was like a paper, like an essay. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a point. I was attacking that point. I had the intro, the body, and then that conclusion. I think it was more of a well-rounded third, and it had everything mixed in it. It wasn't just hard-hitting bars. It was that plus comedy, plus delivery. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like since it was more well-rounded, that I got that third, and more the bars were more effective.
Yeah, this was when we was out there in the town. Facts. In Atlanta, doing the joints. What's next for the Real Sick? Did they like what you did here? I see you got released. They haven't released so much stuff yet.
Well, my last battle was in London. Shout out to Shotty Horror. He had me out there. I battled an up and comer out there, and they gave me best international performance of 2019. I
heard about that. Congratulations! I
appreciate that.
Congratulations for reminding me to congratulate you, because also thank you, because what you call that told me that I had told that to Spade this weekend. He had told me that you had won that. That's salute, my nigga.
That's an honor, because there was the international performances included people like John and Chilla Jones, Sirius Jones, Oops. You know what I mean? A lot of people that came over from here to over there, and they had the fans vote, and I won by 68%. So whenever that battle comes out, you guys will see what I did, and it was a big stage, so it's me showing that a big stage ain't a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? It was in the same venue that Tay Rock and Pat Stay happened. You know what I mean? The Steel Yard. It was a big venue, the biggest crowd I ever performed in front of on stage, and I didn't lose a step. You know what I mean? I had them in the palm of my hands the whole time, and I mixed everything. I had bars, comedy, personals, all of that. So that's a battle that they haven't released yet. The next battle, Norb said it already, but Born Legacy 9 weekend, I'm gonna be in LA for a battle over there.
What's up? Tell them you got more people. You got to fly out there. We just can't fly you out. You got to fly me out too. Tell them I'm part of your entourage.
I'll see. I'll talk to them again. I don't have that much.
Yo, you know the nigga with the green hair? I think it's part of our entourage. You got to get this.
The card is crazy too, but
they told me I can be there. Like I gotta make it. I'm trying to make it.
Yeah. It's a crazy card.
What y'all doing? Give me a Born Legacy 9 URL. I need to be there in the sun, in the palm trees. Gangster Service Announcement behind the scenes, man. I've been calling you. You told me to call you, Smack. I called you. I mean, you might be watching. What's up? I get you to call. I'm gonna call you again, though. Don't worry about it. Here we go, though. All right, so you have 54.5. A man over here has 38 points. I give you the victory.
I agree, bro.
As far as content and performance, I feel like his second was way more for you than his third was.
100%, yeah.
So, not to say it lost me, but then it becomes mixtapey because it's not about you, it's not relevant to you. So I'm gonna say that you got that third. I'm gonna give you the third.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. I appreciate that. But yeah, I feel the same way. So it was still a crazy battle though. His second round is probably one of my favorite like rounds of my opponents that I ever heard. You know what I mean? Because he was.
We talking about that over there. Could you touch back on that? Because that was crazy for me. Because I feel like you responded to the end of your second. How did it feel to finally have somebody actually talking about what you actually do believe in the film?
Well, again, he didn't bring up every single thing, but the shit that he did bring up, he attacked it very fucking well. His second round, nobody could front on that second round from him. It was crazy.
Tell me something that not to cut you off, but like I said, I love learning. What's something that he did bring up that you might want other people who don't know about Sikhism to know about?
Well, one, he brought up that I'm Sikh and I'm Indian. Every other battle, I get Muslim jokes and Arabic jokes and all this Middle Eastern jokes, all this shit that I'm not. You know what I mean? So the fact that he actually knew what he was talking about.
Can I be Sikh?
What's up?
Can I be Sikh?
If you want to, yeah, we're not against people joining. We just don't force conversion. Like you'll never see a Sikh preacher on the street trying to get you to join Sikhism because we believe. But if you wanted to, yeah,
reach out to you. Yo, what's up, my dude? How do I, how do I get baptized? Stuff like that.
Yeah, if you get baptized, you'd have to wear a turban most of the time. You don't have to wear it all the time, just like as a symbol of your identity. You know what I mean? And then you'd have to get the sword and all that. You grow your beard out. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
I have grown. This is.
Oh, my bad. If that's all you could grow, that's straight. The point is just when like super religious Sikhs believe that you shouldn't get rid of what God gave you, so you grow your hair out, the beard out.
I live my life all the time. I have not shaved in probably years. Years.
Yeah. So, yeah, you would just have to go to a Sikh temple and do that. But you could definitely do it if you want. No, I didn't. I was just saying normal shit. I didn't say you shaved. But
Rick Ross, man. Everybody can't get the Nipsies. Well lived nip.
Facts.
All I got, right?
Word.
Look at my mustache. I even grow past my lips. This shit is ridiculous, man. What do you do to get your beard to grow so nice? Do you use the shit like Queen Slim God? What are you doing?
No, I don't use anything. Like my beard isn't super long either. It just grows how it's growing. I just turned 25, so maybe it's gonna grow even longer than
25 years old.
Yeah.
It took my whole life to grow this. You want to see my shit? I'm finally happy to have some, but I'm like, oh shit, I got facial hair. Things like you just let your shit grow. Like nigga, I had. But like, is there something that he didn't say that you might want to like put people onto that he didn't? Like you might want to say it real quick.
Well, like I said, the whole warrior culture that we have, he didn't bring that up because I guess that could be used as a positive. He brought up, and he didn't. You know what else I liked about that?
Not smoking drink, because he said that you're not smoking drink.
If you're baptized, yeah, you're not supposed to get. That's why baptism is a choice in our religion, because it's like, if you choose to get baptized, you're basically saying that you're not gonna have sex before marriage, drink, smoke, shit like that. I'm not a baptized Sikh. Like I didn't choose to get baptized.
Actually, do you smoke?
Smoke what? I don't smoke weed.
All right.
I'll have hookah sometimes.
Okay.
At like wedding receptions, I'll have a drink. You know what I mean?
So hookah, if you was baptized, you couldn't smoke hookah?
Yeah, you couldn't. You're supposed to stay away from
So if you were baptized and you took a hookah break, what would happen then? Can you like repent? How's that?
No, you wouldn't. Nothing would like happen to you.
No,
it would just
you
be
don't
like,
get what I mean. No, what is the
the repercussion for that is basically you just. So when you get baptized, it's like you making a deal with God. Like, yo, I'm gonna follow this, and this is what I'm doing. So if you break that rule, it's like breaking your promise with God. You know what I'm saying?
Do I need to get rebaptized?
You probably would, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I don't know. I know about Christianity. You mess up, and I know about Catholics. You mess up, you go to the place, you talk to the person in the booth. Christianity, you go in your bathroom and cry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A sick person would just have to get baptized. That's what's up.
Yeah, because you broke your promise, so you gotta, I guess, make another one. But
you said you got to. So you're battling on Blood Legacy 9, but you can't tell us what it is yet.
I don't know. Norb said it on his show.
He released it already. He did. I left my joke. I'm like, can you touch on it? Who you battling with?
Yeah, I'm battling a dude named NXT from over there. He had 1 PG, I think, before.
Next.
Yeah, his name's Next. He's cool. He's but I'm a definitely especially I know there's gonna be a lot of big names in that building, especially since it's the day before Born Legacy 9. So there's gonna be and it's in the West. So there's a lot of people out there that are gonna be there. I'm gonna go crazier than I went against Spade. So
your first time being in the West, or you been there before?
I've been to like near the San Francisco area before, but I've never been to LA. So this would be my first time in LA.
If he's been on your run before.
Yeah, NXT versus I forget who he battled. He battled Ron Compton, I think, before.
Yeah, Ron Compton got a belt.
Yeah, dude on the right. That's who I'm battling.
I know who Ron Compton is.
Yeah.
This nigga's a ginger?
No idea, bro.
No, I'm just looking at him. He look like he's ginger kind of. He got the red hair. Is his head red or no?
This the only battle from him that I saw. So
did he do good? Then my nigga Nino out the door.
I like his energy. I don't think his bars could compare to mine, but he has energy. You know what I mean?
Let's see some
Western Conference, Demons, 35, God, Coliseum, 916, BNR. This nigga's dead, man. Let's go. Let's go. How's your shit, Ron?
You win this battle?
I don't know. Ron was kind of crazy too. It's like the classic case of energy versus pen. You know what I mean? Ron's pen was better, but Next had energy, and he didn't have whack bars. It just wasn't like super crazy, but the energy definitely brought it out. So this is going to be an energy battle because I know that I could bark and he's going to be barking too.
Election in, I'm chopping money.
So you feel like Ron had a better pen, so you already made that adjustment. You feel like in your preparation for this guy.
I think I honestly don't see anything he could do better than me. I think he's young in the game. He probably only has like 6 or 7 battles, something like that. And I got 16. So experience definitely plays a factor.
You got a 3-rounder or a 1-rounder?
3-rounder.
That's what I love about URL, man.
Yep, always 3 rounds.
They stopped doing that 1-round shit. It's all they done with it seems like.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Not at all. 3 rounds is all. Yo, me and Excel had a 1-rounder on iBattle, and almost all the comments said this needed to be 3 rounds because of how crazy we went. Three rounds always makes
sense.
sense.
They got an app too. They got an app, I heard, man.
Yeah, iBattle has the app, bro. To get the confusion out the way, people think that it's $25 for the app. That's not what it is. When you get the app, you get all the iBattle content, right? You only pay the $25 if you want to include the pay-per-views of that. So think about it. Lex does 3-4 pay-per-views a month, and each pay-per-view is like $25. So if you like iBattle that much to where you want to see all the pay-per-view, they just had the Source versus Marv 1. They had the Saga on there the month before. Like they always put on quality battles. So it would be like 25. What's up?
They do 1-rounders and they rounds. When they do 3 rounds, it's like it seems shorter.
It's up to the rappers what they agree on. You know what I mean? Whether they agree on 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
That's not iBattle's fault. I'm just saying from a content consumer perspective. I'm not sending shots. I don't know what it sounds like. I laugh at y'all came over. Look at them niggas do what they doing. If you want to, for me, I'm telling you from my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
My views of it. When I watched, remember they gave the Rum Nitty versus King Jable shit?
King Jables, yeah.
I felt like that was short. It felt short. It was a 3-rounder.
Yeah, but I think Rum only agreed to like 1:30 rounds. You know what I mean? That's Rum shit. And it was still a dope battle, but it was very short. But for example,
that's a bad battle to put out as a league, as a nigga. All right, so you gave it to URL and try to, I guess, entice some fans. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching this battle. I'm now, like you said, I need to go watch more battle leagues. But nigga, you ain't gonna have Rum Nitty in your shit again, probably. And that's why I originally watched it.
Well, Lex got a good relationship with a lot of battle rappers, so I don't think that Rum Nitty would be opposed to it. But they do a lot of creative shit. Like Saga just battled this dude that's like a devil worshiper on iBattle, and they had a battle. So it's Saga Christianity versus this dude that's a devil worshiper. Some other time last year they had the Source versus Red Flag. They had 5 rounds, but each round was a 16. So it's 16-16 for 5 rounds. So it doesn't feel long.
Like
they always do
like the Mook and Iron Solomon battle.
Yeah, that was way
last
too
time
long.
somebody did 5 rounds. Nigga, that shit felt like disaster battle. Might as well been 5 rounds. No, that nigga was rabid.
But it was dope. It was just it's hard to keep up with an hour of rap. You know what I mean?
An hour and 38, and I'm a rap. Nigga, this is what I love. I love hip hop. I used to rap myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just gave up because I got too old. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to, I just watch it.
Yeah.
Let's hear some bars.
Cosigns finally hold enough weight to get you to the place to be. My nigga fucked the pack up.
Yeah, he's like Rosenberg. You got the hair like Rosenberg.
That's true.
But he got it braided. You said it.
Yeah.
Nigga facing me, next. That young kid, you heard he is wild. Nothing but him. Tell his brains squirting on the pan. I have knowledge spilling out of Compton like Furious Styles. Wow.
Yeah, probably. What's up?
Y'all have knowledge spitting out of Compton like Furious Styles. You was there?
Was I there, you said?
What does that mean?
Oh, I have no idea, bro.
Turn up Auntie. Every gun I ever touched, popped it, kinda like Geechee. If it wasn't for me, you would have never seen this smack and Calico shooting Compton. Molly, your crew could get it too. Now let's pop. You got sprayed. I planned on splitting. Headshot, he gon' die with the wave like John F. Kennedy.
Okay, Sick. I can't wait to see your highlight reel. You gonna come back and talk to us after you destroy this guy?
Yeah, I'll talk to you after.
I have no faith in him as a person.
Yeah, bro. I think I'm gonna definitely teach him a lesson over there.
I don't want to hear no more. She's making faces. This is depression coffee. Come on, cousin. You heard better than that. Die from the wave like John F. Kennedy. You never heard that?
All the time, bro. This is why I'm saying there's a difference. Like when people talk about experience in battle rap, it's not only experience on stages and how to rap in front of cameras. It's you learn more about yourself when you're in front of that pressure and shit. You learn more how you react and shit like that. So I think my experience plus my pen delivery, all that is gonna be way better. See how long he's taking?
Bro, let's hold on. I feel bad.
But y'all got him beating me? Let's bet. I'm all in. The Lord spit because we in Lexington Theater. The barrel change how you call it. But no, but y'all think he gangster? That's exactly where you fucking up. Oh, you crib? I throw your flat in with the missing socks just to fucking cover up.
I guess it's on crib now, man. Speaking cribs, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go crazy. Is it cool if I gotta go in like 5 minutes? I stayed like an hour past here.
About to wrap it up right now.
You're the man, bro. Thanks for this and keep grinding, bro. I'm tuned in.
Can you predict what you're gonna do right here before you leave? Can I get a drop from you before you leave? Also?
30, bro. 30. I'm gonna fucking spaz the fuck out on this kid. What you want?
Real quick. You know,
Make a what?
A Gangster Service Announcement, a GSA.
Do you just you want me to shout that out? Like,
yeah, just
drop to that?
Drop. Thank you, sir.
All right. What's up? It's real sick. Shout out to Gangster Service Announcement. Tune in. It's a fire show.
Good. Thank you so much, Real Sick. That was Real Sick. He came through. He has a battle coming up with next on Born Legacy 9. I'm sure they'll probably have a VOD available. So whenever that's available, nigga, send that money to Supreme Records and they'll get it to you. And he's going to be on there. He just had a great battle with Spades.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing it forever, man. You can sign off, Cuzzo. You good? I'm just wrapping it up. This guy, been a fan. Like I said, great to have him come through. Support everything he's doing. He got the Lion Gear clothing. I don't know the exact.
Yeah, Lions Gear. If you go to my Instagram, follow me at RealSick99.
Thank you.
On Twitter and Instagram. And the link is in my bio to all the merch. We got hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, all that.
Definitely. So you heard what he just said, where he can follow him at. I'm gonna have that information in the description and somewhere in the video also. If not the description, look in there. You can follow him right there, get involved with him, get tapped in, get your Lion Gear outfits. Definitely support his battles. If you haven't already watched the Spades and Real Sick battle, then I don't know why you came here, because this whole interview was full of spoilers. I should have did a spoiler alert in the beginning. You're kind of late now. It's kind of, I feel fucked up. I don't know if you're mad at me at this point.
Nah, we good, bro.
I'm talking to the people that's like this.
Oh, got you, yeah.
I know this is the crazy part. These people are not here yet, but the people that watching this later, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, don't forget to like this video. Leave in the comment section who you felt won the third, who you felt won the first, who you felt won the second. Are we wrong? Are we right? Do you want to learn more about Sikhism from watching this battle? What did it do for you? Do you feel that it helped you learn more? What do you think about other religions? And did you check out the iBattle app? And what do you think about that app? And did you see that Saga battle versus the Devil Worshipper? Hit me up about that. If you got the link, definitely hit me.
Sounds good.
Look, man, support the culture. The culture going to support you. I'm your favorite cousin from my auntie and uncle. You ain't even know you had. I'm 34 and a half. This was GSA Live with our special guest, the Real Sikh. We recap this battle. I always tell you, man, the world could be a better place if you love your neighbor. So what you got to do? Love thy neighbor. Keep running your marathons. If you do, that way the marathon will truly continue. And, you know how I like the every show. What up, cousin Cuzzette? I'm your favorite cousin from Auntie Uncle. You ain't even know you had. I'm the host of this show you just watched, the Gangster Service Announcement. Now, if you haven't liked it yet, no problem. You can like it right now. Like this video. If you're not subscribed already, no problem. You can get a subscription right now. Press the subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notifications on. Also, in the comment section, tell me what you think about this. Where can we improve? How can we help you? What we can do. Now, there's a lot of ways you can support this channel. Got my Cash App down there. Got the Cash App down there. Also got a link in the description so you can get some of this merch we got. You know, this is just one of the hoodies. We got so many. Go check the online store out at puzzlepiece.com. The link is in the description, like I said. And that's how you can support this channel to make sure we can keep giving you this great content. As always, you know what I like to say. Love thy neighbor. Run your marathon so the marathon continues. And as always,
B go to it. Don't forget the mister when you say my music. Mr. 1080. Numbskull, I'm flexing all on my music. Numbskull, that's the gang she always choosing. Trade physics, let's not forget that hat. Elephant, memory when it come to cash. On that